Hello everyone. Today what we're going to look at is enlargement, but more specifically with a positive scale factor. By the end of this video, you should understand how to carry out an enlargement and how to properly describe an enlargement. Okay? So let's start with this example. On the grid, draw triangle B and enlarge it. Right. We're told that the scale factor is 3, which means it's getting 3 times as big, and it starts at 0, 0. So let's label that. And let's actually establish what an enlargement is. An enlargement is simply a change in size. It's not necessarily getting larger. It's scale factor 3. It's getting 3 times as large. But you can have lower scale factors, which we'll talk about later. So the first thing that we need to do is, one at a time, draw a line that connects one of the points to the center of enlargement. So like that. Now, let's look at this line. It is a 3 by 2 line. And because of the scale factor is 3, we need to make it 3 times as big. So if this is a 3 by 2, we need to draw another 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is there. And we need to draw another 3 by 2. So now this is a 9 by 6 line. Okay? And we can label this point. If this point here is X, we'll label this one X prime. Sure. Now let's do it with the next point. We'll call this one Y. First thing we need to do is connect the point Y to our center of enlargement. And as you can tell, it's a 3 by 3 line. Yeah? So now we need to draw then a 9 by 9 line because it's 3 times as big. So let's draw a 3 by 3. And then another 3 by 3. And we're left with a 9 by 9 line. And we'll call this point Y prime. And now we need to do the same for the third point, Z. I'm going to use a different color though, I'm not going to use black. So for this point, what we're going to do is draw the line here. Yeah, I'm using dark blue. It's basically the same thing. And we can see that it's a 1 by 3 line. Okay? So therefore we need to multiply that by 3. So let's draw a second line. A 1 by 3 line that looks like this. And another 1 by 3 line that looks like this. And so you can see that this line is 3 by 9. And we'll call this one Z prime. Now let's draw in the line in black. So X prime's here, Y prime is here, Z prime is here. And so what we're left with is a triangle, which this one had a 1 edge here. This one is 3. This edge is 2, but this one is 6. And that's how you know you enlarged it by scale factor 3. What about this example? Enlarge the shaded triangle, scale factor 2, center 1, 0. So let's first and foremost draw 1, 0, which is there. And now let's label this A, B, and C. Now let's draw a line through A and center. And what is it? It's a 4 by 1 line. So let's draw another 4 by 1 line like so. And let's label this one A prime. So now this will be twice as big. Now let's label a line here. As you can see, this is a 1 by 2 line. So let's label another 1 by 2 line. And we'll call this one C prime. Okay? And finally, let's label a line here. Let's connect center and B. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 2 line. So let's draw another 4 by 2 line. Like so. And we'll call this one B prime. Let's connect the dots. And we're left with this triangle here. What about something like this, where we're told to enlarge the triangle, scale factor a half? How are we going to do that? Well, once again, let's label the center, which is at the origin. And again, one at a time, let's connect it to points A, B, and C. Okay? So first things first, let's do A. Alright? Now, this is a 2 by, let's count, 1, 2, hang on, let me count on this screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, sure. So this is a 2 by 12 line. So to enlarge it by a half, we need to half it, don't we? So now we need to draw a 1 by 6 line, which will look something like 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 1 by 6 line, and it has point A prime. Now let's do it for B. So for B, we got something like this. That's a lot of numbers to count. Let's take a look though. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, sure. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 14 by 4 line. So to half it, we need to draw a 7 by 2 line, which will look something like, I'll do it in a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Okay, sure. That's fine. Doesn't look amazing, but like I said, I'm doing this on a computer. You guys will have your rulers. But I'll happily say, for the sake of the video, that this is B prime. For C prime, as you can see, it will look something like this. And this is a very simple 4 by 2 line. So we need to draw a 2 by 4. 2 by 4. We need to draw a 1 by 2. Which will look something like this, and we'll call it C prime. Now let's connect the dots that we have. So we've got an A, we'll go B, and we'll go C. And as you can tell, this triangle is half the size of this triangle. What about something like this? Describe fully the transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. Well, the things that we need, first and foremost, we need to say enlargement. We need the scale factor. And we need the center of enlargement. Good news is all three of these are very easy to figure out. The enlargement part, well, if it's the change in size, then it's an enlargement. The scale factor, all we need to do is take a look at one part of the shape. So this is a 4, right? This is 4, this point here. And this is 2. Okay? So the scale factor is going to be 4 divided by 2, which is just equal to 2. To work out the center of enlargement, all we need to do is connect the lines together infinitesimally. So like something like this point and this point, we'll just connect the dots, and then we'll just keep going with the gradient, okay? So it's going to be something like that. Same with these points down here, like these points here and this point here. We're going to just connect the dots and keep going. Same with this point here and this point here. We're just going to connect the dots. And we're going to keep going. Oh, what do you know? The point at which they all meet, this is the center of enlargement, which is at 1 minus 7. Sorry, I did that to test you. It's 1 minus 7, 1. So we can say that that is the center of enlargement. Exact same for this example. We know that it's an enlargement because it's a change in size. It's triangle A to triangle B though. Be careful. Make sure you read the question. Triangle A to triangle B. So we know that it's an enlargement because it's a change in size. The scale factor, well, let's see. We got this, which is 2. We got this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the scale factor is going to be 2 divided by 4, which is equal to a half. And now let's connect the dots. So we got a point here, we got a point here. Let's connect them. And then just keep going with the gradient. We got a point here, we got a point here. Let's keep going and keep going with the gradient. And finally, we got a point here and here. So let's connect them. And keep going with it. Oh, what do you know? This is the center of enlargement. So the center of enlargement is going to be 5, 6. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video made sense. If you guys liked it, consider subscribing. It means the world to me. If you have any further questions or comments, ask me down in the comments down below. Or join my Discord server. It's the easiest place to get a hold of me. If you have any inquiries about tutoring, feel free to drop me an email and we can organize a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning, as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.